Welcome there, ladies and gentlemen. This is What's Up in the Sky 37, and you are looking at Google Earth. I'm going to show you how to get to what I am calling Atlantis, but this could just be an Egyptian offshoot. But it's actually melting out of the ice. It's from what I found down here. There's two spots I can find it, both on different sides of the continent, that are huge. It'd probably take me 50 videos just to get some of these done, and that's if Yahoo would up my 15-minute video time. But I'm going to start here. I want to show you a couple interesting things about Antarctica. I'm going to take you down here to this corner over here about a Larson shelf. Let's see. Where are we at? Everything you see, all these new color ones here are the updated, really high-res pictures. So let's see what we can find. Here's where you're gonna look. I want you to find this little patch here. I'll back it out so you can see it. I want you guys to do this with me here because I know I'm not going crazy. So first I want to show you this part up here. This is just really wacky. It looks like that's water or ice. I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like it's got water, but it might not be. It could be the ice, but it's coming down, and just how this all has this funky haze here. Like, check this out. It kind of bleeds into the picture, and it kind of bleeds down there. And if you actually get a good look, my thing's gotten colored here. If you get a really good look at it, I don't want to make you guys sick here. It's just very interesting over here. I'm wondering if that I claimed in another thing that it was a hollow earth. I love to think that that's actually true. You know, I have a good imagination on me, but you know, when I found this stuff, it really took me by surprise. So there's some interesting stuff up here. There's some statues, and I'll show you a couple faces real quick. Most of the stuff I've had luck viewing is when I pour it north, bring it to your left part of your screen. I'll show you right off the bat a couple of the statues here. All right. So starting, you have your head with your cross. If you can't see that, you know, some of the stuff, you know, is just looking down at things, but if you come up here, you can see that goes up and across. This stuff is all these features look like man carved this. And look at this. You've got two crosses right here and steps going up, and it almost looks like a crystalline face, like there's still ice on it or something. Now, if you look at this statue right here, or whatever this is pretty intricate. If you can see this coming up, I would imagine if this was melting ice and that were a tree limb or something like that, it would have cracked a long time ago. And this is just the first section here that I want you to come look at. Get you really close in on it. Some of this stuff is scary looking. There's a lot of weird stuff down there that I just don't understand. I've tried to rack my brain on it. I want you to see this right here, how that comes across. Everywhere that I've found so far has pathways that look like it were walked at one time. This to me looks like a very intricate statue right here. This doesn't just look like a pile of rocks as some people claim. You can see there's steps going up. There's actual shape to it. Like you can see the pyramid shape there. Almost looks like it's hovering because of the shadow. You can see this looks almost, you know, built. But this up here, this is what I want you to take a look at right there first, and see that, you know, there's a perfect circle right there next to this. We're going to take you next to the pyramid. So you back out here a little bit, and there's some amazing stuff. Like I said, this down here, there's a cliff that looks like it was used for. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me just put this up real fast. This looks like a launch. Does this look like a runway to you or what? Is it a perfect runway? Not necessarily, but could it be used as one? Just a big, huge rock outcropping there. It almost looks like it was slapped and moved there. It's pretty amazing. But here's another head right there for you that was carved out of the, maybe a welcome for you there. Tell me that doesn't look like a gray alien. And then right here actually looked like something else being carved, like a reptilian possibly. A reptilian. If you don't know what that is, you can do the math. You can do the research on it. I'm not too keen to believe all that stuff. But man, when you see stuff like this, you know, but it kind of scares the hell out of you. Not necessarily, it fascinates the hell out of me, but look at this intricate piece right here. You see the triangle or the boxy shape. I gotta wake up. I'm just getting over the flu, but this is actually a very amazing piece right here. Take a look at this. See the head, see the around it, and it comes down with the body. It's got a couple things here. In the complex, let me pull it more due north so you can get actually how the picture is taken. Oh, there you go. That's a good. What you could do is you could just tell by the shadows and everything. Usually it's either this here or you have it here to get a good shot at it. You can line the horizon up. That's what I usually try and do. But that looks pretty amazing. This actually looks like a hunter or something with a stick and maybe some gods right here. Look at these three glowing things coming out of there, almost as if the sunlight's hitting it somehow in the shadows, and that possibly maybe gold or some sort of reflective material. This stuff here too, just kind of in the dark, you just don't know what it is. It sometimes, it could just be rock popping out, but I definitely think that's something right there. So let me take you over to the pyramids, the P complex I call it on here. So once again, let's see. This was the first thing I found. Actually, I woke up in the middle of the night and came out here and just started sitting down as if I was in this weird trance. And I meditate a lot, and that's nothing that's normal. I've written tons of songs that way. Just woke up in the middle of the night and kind of walked over to the computer and written it down or typed it up real fast. Everywhere I've hit here, there is an anomaly. So if you want to take a good look at this spot right here, and we're going to start with the P complex, which is up here in the corner by the cutout. So we'll bring you on into the P complex. Overshot it just a little bit. Let me get the horizon correctly. And I can even pull it up a little bit, so you can even see the horizon. Oh, you're gonna get sick. Sorry. Okay. So there's your pyramid, and you can get it from either side and take a look at it. Bam. Off of it, you've got a couple things here. You've got some box things around here. Around it, you can see there's a statue that's along with it. This right here is casting a fairly big shadow. Something that I don't understand that with the shadows is the way they lay out. If this isn't cut down or darker material, because you can see the shadows obviously on this side. So this is a very long shadow here. So this right here must be pretty tall. Well, I mean, as you see right there, that's a pretty interesting statue. I hope it's big enough and you're using the HD that you can see this. So we'll start with that. So this is the first thing I found. I mean, it's pretty slick. I about about went down and said, "Oh my goodness, what in the world is this?" I wish this actually mapped out in 3D, and some of the cities do it already, but definitely not down here. I'm going to take you back up by the pyramids, and I want to show you a little bit around them. Okay, let's get lined up. Okay. So, what we have are a lot of rocks, people would say. That's just a bunch of rocks. Well, let's see what we've got here. Well, damn, it's another pyramid. It looks pretty good to me. Hold on. There it is. There's another pyramid for you. If you start moving on along the path, you can almost find pathways that walk through these areas. And I can't figure out in my head what these dark colored objects would be. They almost look like they're alive, but they're very symmetrical. Look here, here, 1, 2, 3, with the same size. This almost looks like two big eyeballs, but I know it's probably not. It's got to be something. So I almost call this technology. Like, look, 1, 2, 3. I mean, this almost looks like something that's built. And then look at this funky thing up here in the middle. Get it back on the path here. But and look at this outcropping. See how it's almost perfectly shaved. Like they use these rocks to build some of the, this might have been part of a quarry or something like that. But you can almost see the steps as you walk up through this here. Here's two, 200. These were walls. Obviously, they look like walls to me. That doesn't look like you could walk through here. These actually look symmetrical here, whatever they are. This here looks like a huge wall. I mean, this area obviously had a purpose at one time, or possibly still does have a purpose. I mean, we're not allowed to fly over this area. Not that I could or would, but actually, I think I'd give anything to fly over this area and see exactly what this stuff is. Let's go check the antenna man out and the dragons, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I'm going to make a couple more for you guys. So come back. Look, here you go. You can probably see the dragon head and the tail right away. That's not too hard to find. Let's see. There are some crazy stuff on this wall. See that? And then I call this guy Antenna Man. See it? See him right there? He's Mr. Antenna Man. It's pretty cool looking. Look at that. And I'm sure that could be just shadows or something along the line, but man, it's interesting nonetheless. Look at the symmetrical in the dark here. Wherever you have two, you have that. This almost looks like some sort of building material. Maybe it's a real dark rock. That would be awesome if this was some sort of... Because how could this make these shadows? I just don't understand these type of structures. Please go get on Google Earth now. You can see the coordinates down here, 66 degrees by 60 west. South to west. I mean, this isn't too hard. We're at elevation 49, so this is pretty much at sea level now. There's the tail off the dragon. There's the head. The body's probably built into the wall there. Let's see. You can see pretty much these sculptures with a lot of skulls and a lot of animals and a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, if you look through this whole complex, I'm gonna just take a real good look. Here it is. The man and period and various other things. This is Antarctica still. I'll bounce out in a second here. This is on the other side. Here you go. Statues. This I call the boneyard. This is almost like just a graveyard of amazing statues in the ice. Just amazing stuff. Let me see if I can find my... look at this. That's pretty amazing. That just is not standard rocks. I mean, this is something that was quarried or something that was just melted out and just sculpted. It's amazing. This whole area here and this whole slide is that. So check this stuff out. This is amazing. This is gonna blow your mind. If nothing else has blown your mind yet, I hope this does blow your mind. Okay, so you've got the headband, the face, eyes, nose, mouth, a pyramid next to him, which you see this all the time up in Tiwanaku or Peru. You see a lot of this. Here are some mushrooms, but check this out. Do you see the head here, the dog head? It almost looks like it's some sort of dog or something coming out. You see his snout, his ear, his mouth. Next to that, there's that mushroom. There's this guy put in, and if you look at it, it goes up and over. This would actually be a little walkway, and you come up to the back of it. It almost looks like that. But you can see all these shapes in this area. Like I said, I did not find that. I don't know if that's been on the internet. I've seen so much down here, I can't remember if I found that or not, but I'm not claiming it because I don't think I did. But around it, there's some crazy shit. So go enjoy it. Sorry I took this one a little long. I'm going to make the other one shorter. If you guys made it to here, love y'all. Take care.